Welcome back to another episode of Bourbon Buddies, and today, something special. What do we got, buddy?
Well, we actually have special reserve Weller. So, buddy, the Weller Special Reserve that we have sitting in front of us is a Buffalo Trace product. Many people do know, right?
Yeah. Buffalo Trace.
This is a wheated bourbon, so there's no rye.
I am a fan of wheaters, I have to say that. I do like a wheated bourbon.
You are a wheater.
I am a wheater.
You wheater, you. This is sitting at 90 proof. Good proof, right?
Not
Good
bad.
proof.
I'm happy with that.
Not crazy. It's not going to knock your socks off.
Nope.
With proof.
You will leave with socks.
We're going to do just a pop and pour with this, or more of a crack and pour.
Now, Neil, you've never had this.
I've never had Weller Special Reserve. I've never had any Weller.
Okay. A couple times I went to Tennessee, Smoky Mountains, and found a store that had it. Bought it just to try it because I had heard things about it online. This is going back a few years. We had gone down, and we stopped at that store like 4 times in a week looking for it. The guy was like, we only get a few bottles, and people come in and it's gone. And then we couldn't find it for, it's been a couple years. But Neil, how'd you come across this, buddy?
I was just down in New Jersey.
Don't give it away, buddy.
Oh, sorry. It's down in New Jersey at this location. And I was just walking through. It was like, here's the liquor section, whiskey section. And walking through, I'm like,
Said Weller's on the shelf.
Immediately got a text message.
oh yeah, immediate text message with a Weller sitting on the shelf, which is great. I know it's the Special Reserve, and more people are looking for the Antique 107 and the Weller 12, and now the Full Proof. It's exciting to get
find
something
it around us. I have never seen it here. I only ever bought it a few times, and it was always in Tennessee. I've never seen it here in PA.
We're gonna very much dive into this, saying, you know what? This is just it's another bourbon, right? We'll see what we got here.
No pre-existing ideas.
Oh, preconceived notions.
That's the thing I couldn't think of.
Yes. Got it now. Preconceived notions. None.
Should
we crack it?
Yes.
Crack a lacking, buddy.
Here, I'm gonna go then.
Let's get a little crack. Oh, that was a nice crack.
Yeah, it's a nice crack. Not quite as sexy as a pop.
No, it doesn't.
But
it doesn't do
hey,
that.
who are we to bellyache?
Well, I can smell it already.
Now I'm getting, just off that, I'm actually, it took me back to being in one of the Rick houses. Oh, wow. That, to me, has a really sweet nose.
Extremely sweet. Almost like a candied apple, honey.
Maybe almost a dash of cinnamon.
I'm going to throw something out here. Shelled nuts.
Where'd you come up with that one?
Well, I've seen that one kicking around.
Yeah,
shelled
shelled
nuts.
Well,
shelled nuts.
Shelled nuts, that's the nut itself.
The nut itself.
Okay.
Not the shell. Get rid of the shell.
Shell's already gone.
Shell's gone.
Okay.
This is a shelled nut.
But you didn't manually crack it
No.
yourself, where you're getting essence of the shell and the nut.
Yeah, very inviting, sweet, soft.
You just imagine it being easy to drink just by the nose. I've been getting a lot of hard candy, like a Now and Later.
See, like an apple now and later.
Did I say Now and Later?
You did say
In
now
my
and
mind, I was thinking Jolly Rancher.
later. Oh.
I got my Merds wing. Sorry about that.
Now I'm getting a little brown sugar.
Any butterscotch, or is that just me?
I'm not feeling any buddy scotch.
Buddy scotch. I like that. All right, buddy.
All right.
I'm ready to put my lips on it.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy, and thank you for bringing this over.
Yeah, and here's to you having your first bourbon since
the extractions.
Yeah.
Different than what I expected.
The spice notes, almost like a bitter cinnamon's coming through.
And on the finish, I'm getting like a sweet cherry. It's a little snappier than I remember.
It's snappy. This is really reminding me of just Buffalo Trace's, just its entry level Buffalo Trace. I'm getting a lot of these apple notes, which I get these like apple cider kind of notes, and
yes,
I get this sweet Red Man chewing tobacco. The Red Man was really sweet,
right?
And I'm getting it on kind of the finish. It's definitely got a good finish. It dies out a little quick, but you're not expecting this. If it's 90 proof, you're not expecting this to kind of
hang on for days. But
exactly.
Yeah, different from what I thought I remembered of it. It's good. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It kind of reminds you a little bit of just Buffalo Trace. Now, see, I'm getting a nice hug hanging.
It's drinking a little hotter than 90 proof. And that could be, again, we just popped the bottle, so maybe this needs a little bit of air. Open those notes up a little bit.
To me, it almost has a little bit of a young vibe.
You can notice a little bit of the corn influence, obviously, in there.
Yep, corn notes cutting through. To me, it has like a youthful for being 6, 7, 8. I mean, there's so many factors that come with that age. You know, it's just because, weather, right? Because they always say, like, you have a good summer, it kind of ages a little faster because of the heat and all those things. So there's so many factors, but thinking of something being of that age, I guess I was expecting a little bit more barrel notes, but I get a lot of that kind of like apple and that tartness kind of like apple skin kind of hanging on.
I am getting a little leather.
If you breathe out through your nose, you definitely get leather. That may pair very well with a cigar. Certain cigars that if you like because of a leathery note, some people really like that kind of bitter, oiled leather kind of like, baseball glove kind of smell and the outfield and just chewed on your glove. I don't know. Oh no, what is your impression since you've never had it?
I've obviously heard all about Special Reserve.
Like as in hype or just people talking?
Just people talking about it, right?
Hear talk.
I mean, it retails at, what is it, $19.99? So this is an entry level bourbon.
Is this what you paid for it?
No.
Okay.
So what I paid for it was $40, which is pretty typical of this. I mean, it's kind of getting to the point where if you hit the $50 range, I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay $50 for this. Again, I've never seen it out in the store, so I was like, I have to buy a bottle.
I remember this being a completely different tasting. Now there again, it's been several years, and I'm not that I'm like disappointed, but
that's drinking. It's going through the journey of back years ago. You were in a different part of your bourbon journey.
That is true.
It's signature Buffalo Trace juice.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that vibe.
This kind of gives you a little bit of a spice notes. They're there. They're muted, but they're there. A little bit of the leather kicks in, but not a lot.
You're not getting a lot of vanilla and caramel. At least I'm not.
I mean, it is a nice drinking bourbon, though. I could see a lot of people liking this bourbon. You see it on the shelf. Grab it. Why not? Some people are paying secondary on this for like $100.
To me, it's not a $100 bourbon. Not when you can. I mean, there again, to somebody, this might be a $100 bourbon. So this is just my opinion and just what I like. No, I wouldn't pay more than like $40 for it. For my palate, there are so many other good buys for around 40 some bucks. I do respect it for what it is and enjoy it for what it is.
It has its place.
It has its place. Nicely said, buddy. Thank you for shutting me up and figuring that out.
Hey, we know how to. We're buddies, so we know
picking
how
up
to,
on each other. Hey, I mean, it's good, and if that's what you're into, man, definitely go check it out. And if you can snag it for high 30s, around $40, I mean, that's a good deal if this is what you're into, But let us know what you guys think. If you've had it, what you think of it, what you like about it, maybe some notes that you really like or that turned you off.
Yeah, is it worth the hype
do you think
that
it's
it
worth
gets?
the hype? Yeah, let us know in the comments of what you really think of it, because we're always interested in what other people have to say, because another perspective sometimes can really open you up to trying new things and just a new perspective on it. So I'm cool with that.
Buffalo Trace can pump out these products all day, and this is almost like a great baseline weeder, right?
Yeah, it's a spice in it. It's a little different. You're not getting that rye spice. You're getting another kind of spice, which it's definitely something worth. If you can buy a glass out, definitely do it. Give it a shot so you at least experience it.
Yes, why not? If you see it, try it, see what you think. Put your own observations and
thoughts and comments in it. Yeah, and please let us know. We really do enjoy reading all the comments and seeing whatever. Down below.
Yeah.
And so, again, from the Bourbon Buddies, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.